let's talk karmic relationships, soulmate relationships, and even your favorite twin flame relationship. And I will say this, if you are in a relationship that just feels unhealthy, you're miserable, and you don't want to be there, it's time to get out. Regardless if it's a soulmate, twin flame, or even karmic tie, it's time to go. First of all, I want to say that all these relationships have a lot of similarities, but they also have some differences, and we're going to talk about them. So let's talk about karmic. Karmic relationships can happen with love connections, also family, friends, but in all honesty, they are a little bit different than the soulmate and the twin flame. Karmic relationships really, in all honesty, come from Hinduism and Buddhism. It's that energy that karma is here, and karma is here to kind of teach you some things. Some things that maybe you did in a past life, or some things you are currently doing right now. So let's get into it. With most relationships, there is that energy of attraction. That's basically basic for most of them. And there is an energy that there are some shared wounds and some shared karmic patterns. Playing house attention. There are patterns that continue to happen. Usually with karmic relationships, there's areas of a lesson that needs to be learned. Did you learn it? Are you going to learn it? Do you want to learn it? I don't know. There's also a lot of triggers that bring these wounds back up to the surface. We often have several of these type of relationships. And these relationships can be intense, magnetic, and also emotional. And you feel like your guys' souls are destined. But the true acknowledgement is are you recognizing the patterns? Are you seeing the repetitiveness behind these patterns? Are you seeing what karmic ties and areas of lessons and obstacles that tend to repeat themselves? And sometimes they say all women fall in love with their fathers. Ugh. And are you taking some energy to break these generational curses? Pay close attention. And look at yourself a little bit. I would also recommend reading your birth chart. Now I'm starting to realize I was the man in my past relationship, probably. Soulmate relationships can be platonic. We have many soulmates. They could be friends, family. They can even be coworkers. No, not coworkers. Definitely be platonic or romantic, and we have several of them. Also, they are intense and they're magnetic. We feel like there's a connection, like we probably know this person. We know them from somewhere. We just don't know where. It has a deja vu. Soulmate relationships overall are usually comfortable and easy, and they feel like they are centered off of a bigger understanding and a bigger connection that sometimes we can't even interpret. They kind of feel like home, and they feel very special to our heart. They feel special to our heart. Now let's talk about y'all's favorite, twin flame. Twin flame, I will say, hear me out. Twin flame isn't always necessarily a toxic, super toxic relationship, even though there are triggers in that energy that can take a deep level of healing to really resolve some of the twin flames areas. Twin flames are often seen to be mirror images of each other, an energy that came from the same similar source. Similar source. Did you grow up in a bad home? Me too. I love you. And it's often seen as an energy of spiritual growth that really both individuals need to participate in. Twin flames usually allow us to grow stronger because they are growing stronger as well from the relationship and the obstacles and the challenges. Twin flames are often very passionate, and there's areas that trigger us and sometimes feel like a bond. And it brings up those old wounds, sometimes those old intense wounds that we did not heal in past lives or even a possibility in childhood. For most relationships, they are considered to be a combination of soulmate and twin flame and karmic if they have that deep overall connection. However, when you look at karmic relationships tend to be temporary until the lesson is resolved or is learned. Where with a soulmate connection, that connection is going to be strong and is going to last for decades, for lifespans, multidimensional. And same with twin flames. Twin flame relationships tend to last a long time. However, if the twin flame relationship is too intense and they gotta go, I gotta get out of here, they might not last as long. But there is still that individual, almost telepathic and deep connection between the two individuals. So let me know, are you in a karmic, soulmate, or twin flame relationship in the comments?